Look at this, 344 qualified leads. Real businesses, names, website, their biggest pain point, all of it. But here's the fun part. I didn't find a single one of these manually. I set up a Claude Code skill, told it to run an auto research loop on 3 industries, and 24 hours later, this is what I woke up to. In this video, I'll teach you exactly how to create this lead automation machine, and I'll give you all the templates for free. On top of that, if you stick until the end, I'll teach you how to implement auto research in any area of your business to save time and to get ahead of your competitors. But before that, let me explain what auto research is and why this matters. If you run an agency or a consulting business, you know that lead gen eats most of the time. You're either paying a VA $1,500 a month or spending 2 hours a day doing it yourself. What if you could set up a system that does it on its own, gets smarter every run, and costs basically nothing? This is based on a concept from Andrej Karpathy, who's one of the founding members of OpenAI and also the director of AI at Tesla. He built a system called Auto Research, where AI runs experiments, checks if results improve, keeps what works, throws out what doesn't, and loops. He used it for machine learning, and I took the same idea and pointed it at lead generation. So here's a basic idea of how auto research works. With the old way, you'd try a task and you'd see that the result is okay. So you'd go back, adjust some of the parameters, and try again. Again, the result might be okay. So you adjust again, and then you try something else. With this method, human attention is required in every single step. Now, what auto research does is that you provide an instructions file once, and you feed that to the AI. Now, the AI would then loop around this file according to your instructions. It would try, then score the result, and see. If the result isn't what it's expected, it's going to learn, and it's going to try again after adjusting the parameters. Then, if it sees that the score is getting better, it's going to try one more time, and it'll keep looping around this whole system, scoring the result every single time until the result is ultimately dialed in. The beauty of this is that this can run while you sleep, and you literally wake up to better results. The key difference is that normal automation repeats the same action, and auto research improves the action every time it runs. Here's how we can apply that to lead gen. Let's say we wanted to look for marketing agencies to reach out to. First, we're going to give the AI some seed criteria and give the AI a rubric to score against. The AI will search, score each result, and adjust criteria accordingly. Then it'll try again with refined criteria, score the results again, learn accordingly, so that by the time it gets to cycle number 10, the criteria will be dialed in, and every time it does a search, it gets really high quality results because it's not guessing anymore. So what's actually improving each cycle? The search criteria are improving, the lead quality is improving, and the log that the AI maintains, it becomes a map of what works, not just a list of leads. And the key insight here is that the agent doesn't need to be right on cycle number 1. It just needs a metric to improve against. So here's the auto research run from last night. It ran 29 cycles, scraping marketing agencies across United States cities, scoring everything against the 10-point rubric, and writing qualifying leads to my lead list. The result was 344 qualified leads across 30 cities. But here's where the real insight comes in. I asked Claude Code to analyze the results, and it dialed in to why certain areas had better prospects than others. Essentially, the key insight found that cities with office park had at least 2 to 3 qualifying agencies, and areas that were largely suburban had the lowest performance across the board. With these insights, the next time that I run my Google Maps search, I can really pinpoint and get better results from the get-go. And that's why auto research is such a powerful concept. All right, so the original auto research required a little bit of programming knowledge, but to make it easier for you guys, I went ahead and took that entire concept and turned it into a reusable Claude skill that you can just install into your Claude and get going right away. This skill is optimized for lead research, but if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll share a method that you can use to create an auto research methodology for literally anything that you want. So don't miss that. So here's the lead auto research skill. It has some prerequisites. We're going to define who our ICP is, and you can change this for whatever your actual business is. We have some setup instructions, and then we have the experiment loop, where in each cycle, we're telling the AI to run the Google Map scraper, score each result, keep a record, generate a hypothesis of why the score was good or bad. According to that, write the next cycle search criteria and repeat immediately. We're going to give it some seed combinations, but the AI is not going to limit itself to just this. It's actually going to search for varied keywords across varied geographies depending on what it gets back. We've also provided a scoring rubric for our ICP, as well as some instructions for generating an outreach angle and some rules for the hypothesis. And finally, the most important part is that the log is the asset. The skill is going to keep a record of every run in a file called results. This is the research memory. So by cycle 10, the system will understand which criteria combinations produce the best lead. I'll leave a link to this skill file in the description. So you can just copy it, paste it into Claude, ask it to make the changes that you need for your business and ICP, and tell Claude to install it to your skills. It's going to generate a box like this, and then just click copy to your skills and it'll get installed. Now to start up the skill, go to Claude Code and open up a new folder, and just tell Claude, start up the lead gen auto research skill for me. So it's confirmed that the Appify MCP is connected, and it started the first cycle, which is searching for marketing agencies in Chicago, USA. So here's all the results from the first Appify run. So it found a bunch of leads, it found the ones that were qualified, and it saved the hypothesis, and now it's starting the second cycle. And this is where it gets smart. After each batch, it looks at which kind of lead scored highest and adjusts its search to find more like those. So if marketing agencies in one area are scoring better, it automatically starts start searching for more of those. All right, so here it is. After over 30 cycles, we have our final spreadsheet, complete with agency names, websites, everything that we would need. So check out the first one. 62 reviews across marketing, advertising, and internet marketing services suggest a multi-service boutique managing multiple client accounts. A strong fit for automated client reporting and onboarding workflows. So how about this one? Marketing, design, graphics, and branding from a Northwest Atlanta studio suggests a multi-service team managing complex client relationships. A strong fit for content production automation and client reporting pipeline. Let's go further down. The marketing agency, graphic design, internet marketing, advertising, media. A strong fit for AI-assisted content production and reporting workflows. So we've got over 300 leads and potential outreach angles for each lead. Now here's the math. A VA doing this costs $1,500 per month minimum. This system ran for less than 24 hours on a Claude Pro subscription. It found over 300 leads and qualified them versus the maybe 15 to 20 that a VA can find you in one day. And best of all, it gets better every single time it runs. Now, as promised, here's how you can take auto research to the next level in your business. This is a skill that I've developed that lets you create an auto research methodology for literally any kind of process in your business, not just lead gen. Once you install the skill into your Claude, it's actually going to interview you and ask you about what it is that you want to test. It's going to create a methodology and a rubric, and it's going to create a brand new auto research skill file for you. This way, anytime you want to run an experiment, just fire up the skill, answer the questions, and get your brand new research methodology all ready to go. If you want this skill and more, everything is available in my community AI Incubator Pro. There's a link in the description and the comments, so be sure to check it out. And if you want to work through building a system like this for your specific business, there's a link to book a call with me too. I'll see you in the next one.